I've often said fate are the cards that you're dealt at birth, but destiny is what you do with those cards. My senior year in high school, I heard this sound resounding through the whole universe. There was this guy named Lloyd Price. He had a song out called Personality. The band was still playing, and finally went on break. I was out back, talked to the bass player, made him go in and bring it out. This is a new instrument, the electric bass. So immediately that next semester, I enrolled into I'd already been in the marching band. I enrolled into the high school symphony. I used to get kicked out a lot because I played pizzicato. You know, that's without the bow, and they like, and I'm, you know, get out of here. You know. After high school, I dropped it. I just left it alone, like all of us have played instruments in school. I wound up in the 101st Airborne Division, did all my training. And one night I'm coming from a theater. It was raining, and we were all running for cover. I wound up on the doorstep of Service Club number 1, at which time I heard, the window of Service Club was up about that far, and I heard this little guitar plucking. I heard, not necessarily with the human ear, I heard my destiny, probably. And so I went in and introduced myself and said, man, you know, I play a little bit of bass, and I heard you outside. He said, well, go check one out. At that time in the Service Club, you take your ID card, give it to them across the counter. They have all these instruments. You can go to a room and practice. I went in, we started rehearsing. We're practicing, and it sounded pretty good. The little stuff that the songs for that day. He was just getting it together in a few keys. He could only play in at that time. I said, we need to get a little combo or something together. He said, let's do that. So the rest is, we formed a group and got discharged. He got discharged a month before I did, and we wound up in Indianapolis, Clarksville, and then finally in Nashville, where I reside today. We had this group called the King Casuals in Nashville. He'd always find somebody that was going to take him away and do some big things, because he was always anticipating, and he knew intuitively, here we go again, that he was destined for stardom. He always said, well, when I make it, I'm going to such and such. I'm going to make it. Then we'd have to, he said, hey, I'm stranded in St. Louis. Well, at that time, $20, you could ride halfway across the United States in the 60s in a bus. I'd send him the money, I'd find it somewhere. He'd come back to Nashville. 3 months later, some guy made him a promise. He's off. Man, I'm stranded here, such and such, but he knew. Finally, it wounds up, he calls me from New York. He said, look, this guy has discovered me. He's going to send me to Europe and make me a star. And I told him about you. He don't have a lot of money, but he said, if you come up here, he'll take you to Europe. I said, Jimmy, I've fallen on hard times. I've got 3 strings on my bass. The 4th one's tied in a square knot, and I'm renting an amp. He says, man, you've fallen on bad times again. He says, okay, I'm going to go to Europe, make it, then I'll send for you. I said, okay. Took 2.5 years. He sent for me. And I became a part of that legacy. Caravan of life is taking them home. You have to be a part of and acknowledge the fact that everyone has to have a leader. We got leaders in the military, we got leaders, bosses at work, so you have to follow someone. I realized and I respected Jimmy, he was a band leader. So therefore, I learned to follow his lead. So when he made a move, I was right there on the thing. I remember we started off one key, I forget the key, and all along the watchtower, and he was in the wrong key. But as soon as he hit 1/1000th of a second, I had the wrong key with him. So when the leader goes wrong, you go wrong with him, because there's only 2 instruments up there. And then he realized that he was in the wrong key, so he went, I think it was then he went to B flat. And he said, as I was saying, bam, I was right on it. Because, you know, I wasn't trying to compete with him, I was playing with him. So when we got off stage, and he said, man, you were on me like white on rice. I said, no, I was on you like a rat on cheese.